I watched Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Yeah.
And that was more exciting than this episode.
Have you seen Mr. Bean's Holiday? It's fucking amazing.
I just said I watched it.
Right, it's good shit. Hello and welcome to the CrabTales podcast. My name's Bryce. I'm joined with Matt Sceats,
Heyo.
Kirren,
Hey.
and I think that's it.
Why does he get his full name?
Hey, Jason.
Hello. You're fucking awful.
My name's Bryce.
Jones.
Today we're going to be talking about the Black Mirror episode, The Waldo Moment. It is what was it again?
Best one.
The third episode of the second season. It's Kieran's favourite so far. But we're going to see if Jason can show him up on how much they like this episode.
It's a competition. Prove who likes it more.
I lost.
It is called the Waldo Moment.
That's
Sorry.
weird. That's weird.
I
that
wrote the Waldo movement, alright?
You just see what you want to see.
That makes sense.
Apparently
That
you
makes
don't-
more sense. Yeah.
Because it becomes a movement. Spoilers.
What was the moment?
Waldo movement was me turning it off halfway through.
I thought it was
Damn.
one of the best ones I've seen.
Huh.
So for those that don't know, Waldo is a blue bear avatar voiced by a man named Jamie. He has a segment on a talk show. He ends up running for, a local MP. He's a political. He becomes a politician.
Yeah.
Waldo, the animated character. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's
That's it. No, we're done. Alright, so let's do the next pod.
What do you rate it?
Sorry, Bryce, go. We know you really like this
I
episode.
really like this episode.
You're not even being sarcastic as well.
No, he loved it. He was, as you said before, he was laughing, he's slapping his knee. Waldo! You can't say that.
Yeah. Look at his penis.
Slapping it about.
Yeah.
You're right, Nobber.
All right, so
What's a Nobber?
the beginning of the episode, right? It's not a newsroom. It's in a show studio. It's in a studio.
Yeah, I've got the
Television.
name here. It's tonight for 1 week only.
Doesn't it start off with the girl?
Who cares?
Oh yeah, it does start off with the girl,
Yeah.
What,
Oh.
she wants to
I
run
have
for...
Had an interview. And
Gwendolyn.
I do not have many notes, and I have one on that bit, alright? So let me at least go with it.
She wants to run for president of the United States or something.
President.
she killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, that was the thing I was going to mention. That she mentions 1999 to 2003 in her... She jokingly said she murdered someone from 1999 to 2003, which gives us
She murdered someone.
some sort of a timeline of when this is,
Right.
which none of the other episodes have done. So I guess I'll give that credit for that.
So it's a good episode.
Yeah, so it changed my whole...
I give it an 8.
Yeah.
Can you just pretend to like? it?
Okay, I'm
Just
really
for half
trying.
an hour.
Sorry, okay, I'm ready. I'm gone.
Can I say I knew I didn't like it, and then when I started watching it again, oh, that's kind of sweet, this little thing, and then stuff happens.
Yeah. Did it? Oh.
Yeah, I got up,
Yeah, what happened? Can
I
you tell
got
me?
up on the chair and I was yelling at the TV. He's on the show.
So he's on the
isn't he?
show. There's some things. You meet some characters. You don't, do you? You meet Jamie, who's... I mean, that man is depressed. Straight off the
Yeah.
bat.
There's alcohol all in his little change room, and he's like, I hated him instantly. I'm like,
did he
who's this
call?
whinging little bitch?
He
I'm
called
guessing
someone.
his ex, possibly, maybe.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't talk, bye.
He's like, but it's not me.
But he's butt
You
naked.
can hear the dial tone.
Yeah, they love Waldo. So yeah, he gets on the show, and then they've got this cool little face recognition thing
Yeah.
where he moves his face, and Waldo's face moves.
That's so clever.
It's fucking amazing.
It's so clever.
When they have that
It's
now.
like Siri, now, but
Matt,
not in early
yeah,
2000s.
Take it away from Waldo.
This is a good episode.
He had his hand in a little doohickey and he flicked his fingers and it did stuff.
Yeah. Have you got one of those at home? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I got nothing.
But he's on a segment in that show. And he's interviewing the other candidate.
Mm.
Is that guy a candidate? He's
Yeah.
That's the guy. That's
Yeah,
the main
that's
guy.
Monroe.
Right? Yeah.
Monroe.
That's the guy from the movie.
Yeah. He's the guy from the TV.
So when they introduce him, they call him everyone's favorite, occasionally inappropriate cool kids TV character. If he's everyone's favorite, why did Monroe go on the program?
I mean, he knows he's probably going to get ripped into, I guess, but
No,
maybe...
it says that he said, "Is this a piss take or something?"
Yeah, but yeah, he acts like he has.
Why does
But
he?
it's like Between Two Ferns, isn't it?
No, because that's scripted.
Is it?
Yes,
But
Yeah.
Obama was
there's
on.
outtakes, but that makes it real. I'm just wondering why he would go on. Wouldn't anyone do the background check on him? Like, that's not a kids program, obviously.
And a lot of politicians go on, like, versing other politicians, and then one gets, like, destroyed. And then people wonder, why did you go on that?
They
then-
don't go on Rove Live and get
Okay.
piss taken out of
Yeah, I
them. That's
guess.
irrelevant.
That makes
thing.
sense. Yeah.
I kind of compared it to Road Live as well.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised someone else made that connection.
When was the last time you watched Rove Live?
Flash your lights. They always did that.
I don't.
I also don't get it.
Say hi to your mum for me.
Yeah. See?
So-
Hey,
Yep.
that was a different show.
No time of day.
All right, back on track.
and
We're
play.
back on track.
Arthur.
Yes, we need to
They
stretch
like
this out
it.
to half an hour. Keep going, guys.
They like what Waldo did to Mr. Monroe.
Yeah, he took
They
the
like
piss
saying
a
that
lot.
name.
Yeah, Mr. Monroe.
And he starts whinging again. Jamie fucking whinges the whole time in this, and it pisses me off. I don't want to do that. He's a Kiwi.
I haven't been happy for a long time.
Yeah. And
That's later.
there is, even in his room, you see it later, there's alcohol. There's just empty beer bottles next to him and all that kind of shit. So he's a loser.
Yeah, that's what that means.
You can be
Yeah.
happy and drink. I do that.
Matt. Don't even get me started. Yep, so the guy that runs the company likes Waldo. He wants to make a show for
And the guy
next
from
year.
The network? Is it the network?
Oh, it's all
Or
the
channel?
same shit.
Yeah.
Rove Live's boss.
He owns the...
So
he
there's the
owns-
guy that owns the show, that runs the show, and then there's a guy from
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
network
right.
or the channel or something, whatever they called it.
Yeah,
And he wants to have Waldo have his own show.
a pilot. They want a pilot
That's it.
for the start of next year, I'm pretty sure, because that one was the last show of the year.
Yeah.
Jason has something to add. What was it, Jason?
The Waldo Moment.
Movement, sorry. So yeah, they go to the boardroom. It's like 3 people that didn't watch the episode, and I'm just here.
Trying to figure out what's the part that happened between
Probably more Gwendolyn.
more Gwendolyn. Oh yeah, a bit of Gwendolyn. She goes
Yeah.
in and she gets herself ready because she is also trying to be a politician.
Yes.
She's trying to build up a showreel. She's just trying to get herself known.
She admits it to the dude, which she shouldn't have, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's after the boardroom, because the pilot, they're working out what they want to do with Waldo, and then they start going down the political side,
That's right.
and they're looking at Twitter. Is it Liam Monroe they're looking at on Twitter? I just had
Yes.
They find out that he's at a bookstore or something.
You had to find out
Yeah.
where he is.
but I paused it. The top person's name is Jon Snow.
I
Really?
noticed that too.
Yeah, and then did you see the comment of the person at the bottom?
I didn't read what they said. I just saw the names.
You
They
know
said, "You are making my end of the week head fall off with this post or that post," which I don't know if that's also the reference to Game of Thrones
Huh.
or that's just a coincidence.
My end of the week.
Did it say a year?
You and years. I
You love
No, I'm
you
just
today.
curious.
I don't think it did.
I just
Do
want to
tweets have years?
No, but I mean, it would say a date or something.
I didn't take a picture of it.
I was just curious because I just wanted to know the time frame of some of these things because they never tell you.
I reckon that's on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Makes
They have
it timeless.
clocks. You know roughly the time and the day it took place.
Well, that's handy.
Guy made some notes. 12 o'clock.
3:35.
But yeah, they want to harass Liam, who's doing something with the mothers. He's helping. He's at the coffee shop or something.
Play
Was it-
group. I don't know.
Probably just a meet and
There's
greet
little-
or something, I
And
guess.
that's the first harassment.
Can we call him
that takes
Mr.
place.
Monroe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he shout out? Do it.
What?
What does he shout out to him?
Something about sucking on titties that are full of milk.
I thought he said milky titties.
Yeah.
And then the assistant slaps him like, "Don't say that."
That's a bit vulgar.
Yeah, but having a cartoon boner and slapping that shit
Yeah,
around. That's fine.
She likes that.
Yeah, she really. Why did he have that ready? Who animated the boner in it?
It's just one of his quick options down the bottom. So he insults Mr. Monroe, and then Mr. Monroe's like, "We need to find out who's behind that bear."
Yeah, that cute fuzzy bear that hasn't aged at all. The technology behind it. That's what he says. It's weird. It's a weird quote from him. And then they fuck.
Oh, that's right. And then so Jamie and his producer lady, I've got her name, but I forgot it. Tamsin. Jamie and Tamsin, they head back to the hotel. Head back to the hotel, and then Jamie's like, "Oh, there's a pretty lady over there," which is Glendalo. And then he's like, "Hello, sweetheart," and then they end up having sexual intercourse.
But he instantly gives up the game and says he's Waldo for some reason,
does.
which I thought was weird.
Yeah, there's like no mystery to him.
Yeah, why wouldn't you hide that?
You got no other ways to pick up chicks. You're going to use that, right?
Yeah, but why would she be more interested in having sex with him, knowing that he is Waldo?
That's true.
They got drunk.
Yeah, I'm Wags the dog. Do you guys want to fuck? Is that Dorothy the dinosaur? Get over here!
Yeah, it's just,
What the fuck?
especially knowing who she is.
Dorothy.
But everyone
why
is
would-
talking about it. Maybe that's the thing.
I don't know. He says, "Do you want to stay for one more?" And I think it skips a bit, and there's like 18 beers on the table, getting sloshed.
Yeah.
A little bit tittled.
When they have sex as well, there's a bit where I think he fucking just opens up and says like, "I haven't been like I think Skeet said it before, haven't been happy in a long time." And then she has a bit of empathy. She's like, "It's all right, we're sweet and all that."
But it also
and then they
says, "You're
cry.
good at this." And she stops and goes, "Pardon? You're good at this. Thank you." She continues fucking.
Never. It's the most. Yeah. I'm not a big. Yeah, you don't have conversations like that during sex.
No, do the Waldo voice.
What do you want for dinner?
I'm a bone on. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
Once again,
And then
probably a 9
And
now.
then
I'm
he's a
thinking-
bum.
Why? Dial it back.
Oh, did I skip a bit?
You can't say milk titties, all right?
You don't know what a pussy is.
And then there's another dumb scene after this where Gwendolyn tells her assistant that happened.
That she
And said
he's a nice guy.
why do you stop saying shit to everyone?
She needs to shut her mouth sometimes.
No, he needs to as well. He shouldn't have
does?
told her that
Oh, he does.
he
Jamie
was
does.
Waldo.
Yeah, but how's he going to pick up chicks?
But then the assistant tells her to not see him anymore.
Yeah. Her assistant. And then
And
she decides to say it in the stupidest way.
Then there's miscommunication
Yeah.
after she tells
She's like-
everyone everything.
Just
Yeah.
how hard is it for her to just say it the right way? And especially after this guy's just said how depressed he is. She's not gone and said, "Look, I'm sorry, but this guy has said I can't do it." After we're finished, then maybe we can hook up and do this. But for some reason, she just does the old "I can't see you" and then fucking walks off like a
Then
dumb
runs.
bitch. Sorry, that was a bit harsh.
No, because she had a burrito at lunch and she had to quickly get to her room.
Yeah.
Don't tickle me! She ran through.
Don't tickle me.
Then we go to question time after he got pissed off that she
That's
did
right.
that. And he's got nothing to lose. Waldo does. Jamie's
a bit upset.
Jason's looking like he's confused once again. It's an avatar bear. Jamie plays. That bear's not real. That's why it's on the TV.
Wait,
You can't touch it.
that's why you didn't see the bear
Yeah.
and Jamie at the same time.
Wait, how many times do does someone say he's a blue bear? It's like, we get it.
They have to
He's
keep
a
pushing
blue
that, eh?
bear. Is there a point to this?
I'm a fucking blue bear and I'm realer than you. Anyway, so during that interview, is it like there's a bunch of students? Is it a university or something?
Is it a student rip-off of Question Time?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because one of them, when he comes in, he's like, "Do they think this looks like it?" Which I thought it didn't look too bad for students
Yeah,
making it.
yeah. It's put together all right. But then you've got Mr. Monroe,
Yep.
you've got Gwendolyn,
Some other dude
some other
who
dude.
gets shut down.
He doesn't have a line. A bit like Skeets in this podcast.
Yeah.
And then they have Waldo.
That's when Monroe, he's saying a few things and they're laughing. Then he finally reveals who he is.
Yeah,
Says mean
Monroe
stuff.
calls him out, calls
Yeah.
Jamie out as Waldo.
Yeah, as he was a comedian, as part
Yeah.
of a group. Now he's by himself, and
Yeah, and Waldo gets a bit upset. Well, Jamie gets a bit upset and uses Waldo to say some very mean things, and then also decides to insult Gwendolyn.
He calls someone a pebble.
A pebble.
I think he tells that guy to shut up, you pebble.
I mean, like small-minded.
I don't know. You're
Small pebble, small. I don't know.
A piece of shit. It's pebble. You poo. I don't know.
pebble.
I'm gonna go with small-minded.
And says Gwendolyn's fake.
Yeah,
She cops it as well.
You're faker than them.
Yep.
Fake just as.
And she wasn't even... Oh, no, she is trying to shut it down, isn't she? Or is that after?
Oh, she gets asked a question.
Yeah.
She also
And
laughs at one of the jokes that Waldo says about Monroe. She even does like a giggle and tries to hold back, like, well,
No, because she's going to fart.
that burrito. She's got to stop having them.
When she's nervous, she has the burrito. She doesn't drink.
What happened next, Gates?
I don't remember.
How do you not remember?
You watched it today.
It upset her, obviously.
It upset her.
And he's not happy about it. He's not like, oh, I zing them. He's
Yeah.
sad.
He storms off.
And that's
doesn't he?
unusual for him because the entire thing is all peppy and happy. He's always like, I love being a blue bear.
So then the big twist. It's not even a twist.
He's
It's a-
Waldo.
Yeah. An American man shows up.
This honestly made me roll my eyes. What is going on?
My eyes were already going.
He's from the agency. And
This is just because they liked his work, and then they were like, we want... Wait.
Could go worldwide, he said.
yeah.
Yeah.
They want to use Waldo to persuade the lower class to vote in a way that does stuff.
It's just
Yeah,
doesn't go with the flow of what's going on.
It does.
It's like, oh,
Yeah,
this minor thing that's going on, and you're only running for MP, yet now we want you worldwide, and this is gonna. I mean, is that gonna pay off? Does it?
At this point, how was his votes? Did they say how...
I don't think they do
They're
really
just
do a
trending
polling
on
thing.
Twitter
Or maybe
and
it's just like a
YouTube.
training that they just... I don't know. Because there's a bit where Monroe's talking about it, how he's like, oh, Waldo's about to overtake Gwendolyn. What? What did I say?
Nothing. I thought of something.
Wow. You thought of something.
Yeah, just keep it to yourself.
No. It comes in after this. So.
Okay, that's good.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know.
All right. It's not even going to be funny now. It's only because I was thinking of her and the burritos, and then apparently the biggest video on YouTube is a dog farting the theme tune to Happy Days. I can only think that was.
I did try to look that up. I did try and find that video.
Is that not real?
There was one. It was really shitty made. Like
Probably
no
after?
views. Like someone's just made it
Yeah.
after the fact. So I was kind of disappointed in that.
Isn't actually a dog farting?
It farts once and then they kind of auto tune it to it's
Sunday, Monday, Happy Days.
Classic. Is he a bum yet?
He's not a bum yet.
It's her.
So then Jamie doesn't want to take part in this whole little agency escapade. He tries to tell people not to vote for Waldo.
Yeah.
Well, you must have skipped something there, right?
Like what?
Yeah, there was the
God.
part with
He goes and sees Gwendolyn, right?
yeah.
Oh,
And there's
that's
also
right.
I forgot the agency guy said they can have I don't know, Google open or something and have Zinger ready or Twitter Zinger.
Oh, that's because he's going to go on that show.
yeah, stuff to say, so he doesn't
Yeah.
have to think of it. They can just quickly Google something and have the answer.
Because he hates... Jamie hates politics.
Yeah, and
So.
he's not confident that he can think on the spot like that.
Some comedian.
But that's when Gwendolyn said, I would have called you after the campaign. I was like, well, you didn't say that
She
before when you rushed to that
She
bathroom.
did say it.
No.
No, she
She
said,
said we
I'm
can
not...
talk about this after.
Does she?
Pretty sure she goes. We'll talk about this after all of this.
She does it in a dumb way.
But she definitely does it in a stupid way.
I swear she only
Rather
says,
than
I
taking, like,
can't,
30
I'm told
seconds.
not to talk to you.
No, I don't think she says that. She says, I can't do this right now or something. And then fucking
Because she was
walks.
holding her tummy.
Yeah.
So he's on that show, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm only on here to boost your ratings." To that guy.
Yeah, that was that to me didn't progress the plot any bit.
No.
What was that about? Was that to prove the
I guess
point
it's
of googling it?
Yeah, well, like the agency thing,
Yeah,
where it's like people are just following this blue bear for the sake of following the blue bear that's funny.
That's funny. That's your words.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
is
funny.
he funny though?
Come on, you
I
laughed
mean-
at one thing.
Yeah. I don't know if I
You
did.
saw that dick and you laughed.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
It popped out
It was
twice.
unexpected.
No. I think just the weird words might be funny, but to them, they're just words that they use. Like, I don't know, just
But
British
it-
words.
Mon-
Sometimes
Mon-
it's
Monroe's
phrases
not
they
English,
make
so you
up.
don't know.
Monroe was right. He didn't tell any jokes.
Yeah,
He just called people assholes and showed his dick.
Yeah, I have the quote from him. He said, "If he can't think of an authentic joke, he just swears."
yeah.
Mm.
That's what he was doing.
Hmm.
Then they're out in the street, and he's talking to a bunch of people. This is after seeing Gwendolyn.
After seeing Gwendolyn and
He's
Gwendolyn.
really down,
Yeah.
and he's out in the street talking to them, and he instantly starts saying stuff about "Don't vote for me, he's stupid," and they let him say it for a bit for some reason. They're
Yeah.
right next to him.
And they're like, hey, don't say that. Well, they're kind of like gesturing. Being like, what are you doing?
Mm.
And then the the guy that owns it tries to cover his mouth.
Oh, he also said
Mm.
before that he could do the voice if
Yeah.
that Jamie didn't want to do it. So he hasn't been in the van the whole time, but at that point he's in the van with him.
And then he resigns and he quits and he gets out. And then he's like, don't vote for Waldo. I'm the guy that voices Waldo. He's just a character. Vote for better people.
He even does the voice.
Yeah,
Just
to
to
prove
yeah,
it.
just
Yeah.
yeah.
And he says vote for Gwendolyn or Liam.
hmm And then the guy who owns Waldo jumps in the thing. He's like, does some funny stuff, and everyone laughs and chuckles. It's funny.
Because it's funny.
It's funny.
It's
Oh, what?
really funny.
And then he says, I'll give 500 quid to the first person to punch this guy. And then he gets the shit beat out of him. Which was funny.
That lady with the pram comes back. She goes,
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
me, and then she punches
She
him.
pulls the baby out of the pram and smacks him with it.
So this was a good punch because this made him homeless. Like he was hit that hard.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the voting's done after that, isn't it?
Yeah,
It shows the
And they're all...
the
Yeah.
and he doesn't
Mm.
win.
Well,
No,
the
he
yellow...
gets-
Liam wins.
did anyone write down the numbers?
No, but I can remember.
I think it was
I kinda
19,000 for
19.
Liam, 16.
It's Mr. Monroe.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's
Six-
Liam Monroe.
16.
Mm.
for
16
Waldo
for
and
Waldo.
11 for
And
Gwendolyn.
6 for
Yeah.
the yellow guy.
yeah. No one cares about him.
You can't say that.
He can't.
Oh, the fat guy. Jesus.
Can't say that.
Oh, the ugly guy, Jason.
What the hell?
I think that was his name.
Those were all me as well.
And now it gets dumb. It gets really fucking dumb.
Wait, now?
Now I guess that.
This is the
No,
best bit.
I was fucking laughing my head off. I was calling people in the room to watch it with me. Look at it.
So then it's what is it? It's roll credits after that.
500 quid to whoever can throw a shoe.
That's right. 500
yes,
to throw a
yeah.
shoe, and then
It hits him in the
It hit-
face.
yeah.
Smack the
Liam
shit out of him.
a
Liam's
couple
his
shoes that
name.
get thrown.
Gets him good. Gwendolyn
Do you
doesn't
reckon he
get hit.
pays up?
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I hope
'cause
so.
It doesn't seem
That's
like
like
it.
his thing. I guess
No,
he
it
does that to
cuts.
everyone.
I would say he never does. It's just a thing that you say and everyone knows that he doesn't pay, but it's like, hey, look, I did it.
Lol.
He doesn't have a wallet.
He's a blue bear.
He's not real.
So then the credits roll, and you're like, "That's the end of the episode." And then they do a mid-credits thing, and it's in the future.
How long do you reckon?
We don't know how far.
You don't know because he's like he looks the same. Jamie
He's got a
looks the
beard.
same. He doesn't have a beard.
It
He's
Lou-
still got the same facial hair.
No, he does. He has longer hair on his face.
Does he?
Yeah.
There's two people that get a beard in these episodes.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
He's talking about Waldo.
Yeah. There's no other.
The
episodes.
Waldo
This is
moment.
the last one. After that,
No, but
Um,
it almost looks like it's 3 months in the future.
Yeah, except
Like
for
it
those
doesn't.
billboards.
For some
But
reason,
look at
the
that fancy.
technology.
I know, but I mean, he looks not that much older.
Maybe that's why Waldo's on everything now. I mean, in the future.
They're 3 months. It's quick.
Which is yeah.
No, but
that's-
like-
I know what you're saying,
Yeah.
but because this you're kind of supposedly looking at the past, right?
The part, yeah. So this is set in the past, the whole episode, and then the mid credits is like the
Is the now.
theoretical now. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's seeing Waldo as like this big thing where he's like, that could have been me. Someone else has taken control of it, and now they're doing bigger things because they're on big news articles. I didn't read any of them. I assume he's big. I don't know.
He's
But,
everywhere. He's
it
got his
just-
own airline and
He
shit.
should have just been way older.
Yeah, they could have done that a bit better.
Just because it didn't. I don't. Because they're obviously not trying to do time frames, but I'm going to bring it back. What year was it? All right.
Well, police brutality is still a thing.
No, they haven't fixed that, have they?
No.
Yeah.
So it might be 2020.
Could be 2020.
Could be.
Don't wink at me. Might be 2020.
All right.
So why was he homeless though?
We gave
Sure,
up
he
everything.
lost his job, but
It was
he
a
could get
tiny
another job.
apartment he was living in.
It's not like he ruined like his whole reputation. He could have worked somewhere else.
Yeah.
He could,
I
he's a
mean, he might
comedian.
have.
He can still be a comedian.
Yeah.
He doesn't need.
Was
the
he
name.
funny?
That's true.
You
He was a
thought he
pretty
was?
bad comedian.
You were giggling.
I giggled. There was a cock.
I just thought it was stupid. That ending was so dumb.
The ending is the bit that I like the most.
Because it's in the future.
Getting a
Yeah.
bit-
You see him swiping on the fucking billboard going, boom.
The coolest bit of tech we've seen.
Yeah.
Did you not see the face stuff with the moving of the animations? Close your eyes next time you do that.
Sorry. You won't know I'm
All
sleeping.
right, so
No,
let's-
but what?
no, I was going to call it there then, but go on.
How long have we been
How
going?
much important stuff do you have to say?
I was going to say, is pretty much Waldo Donald Trump.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't bring politics into this, Jason.
I'm just saying, like, okay, no, don't
It
worry.
was before that time, though.
No, but I mean, like, obviously not, but the same sort of thing. It's just like
Waldo doesn't stand for anything.
does it not? All the
It's just-
lower,
it's like
you would think the lower class people are the people voting for Waldo, right? He goes out on the streets and those people like him. People that watch those stupid TV shows like him. But the people that are serious about this stuff and understand it, they're not voting for him. And it would see that the serious people outweigh the lower class. And that's why he only got 16,000 to 19 sort of thing. Donald Trump.
16 to 19, but 16 out of the, what is it, 30 or 40,000. That's still a lot.
Your math is off. But yeah.
What?
No, that's
So,
fine.
30 and then my math is off.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
50,000. But okay, Jason. Ask Sceatsy what he would rate this
You
episode.
don't even have any questions or anything?
No.
It's
not about
like
this
an
one.
after thing about like, oh, what did you...
Well, what did you think about this episode? There you go. Is that a
Okay,
question?
is that it? Okay, that's fine with me. I didn't like this episode. It just wasn't for me.
You reckon they could fix it somehow?
Well, I don't know if you're baiting me into saying
No.
this because I think we talked about this. I feel like it just abruptly ended, right? Just kind of came out of nowhere. And weirdly enough, not that I wanted more of it, but if it went a little bit longer and they explained a few more things and there was more, it actually might have been better because it would have, actually... I just feel like there's like so much more story that we could have seen, but I guess, yeah. So maybe if it went on for 20 minutes longer and they did more things, I don't know. I just didn't feel for him at all. Like you said, he seemed like an idiot, a douchebag.
He
like-
wasn't likable.
Yeah, it's like, why would I care if he's lost his job? He's a tool.
Yeah, he was whinging the entire time.
Does dick jokes.
I-
Although I do them as well.
Maybe if he come out of a coma and he'd been in the coma for like 5 months, and that's when Waldo progressed. So when he came out, he was haunted by all the Waldo stuff around the world.
Like in the way like the punch knocked him out and he's been in
Yeah.
a coma for years or whatever.
Or he woke up in the white bear world.
And he,
Yeah,
Whoa.
that would make complete sense.
yeah,
Let's expand on that.
yeah. All right, cut that out. Just
But
timestamp
imagine that he wakes up and the hospital's like sponsored by Waldo, and everywhere he goes outside is Waldo shit. So he's constantly reminded
Like a
of it.
nightmare.
And maybe Gwendolyn runs Waldo. I think when I first watched it, I thought that was going to happen. Gwendolyn would take over it.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Waldo.
I'm Waldo. I'm
Waldo.
flapping me. I can't even say it.
Sure, accent is not like that
Gosh.
at all. It's more posh, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Sceatsy. What would you rate this episode?
We didn't rate
It was not great.
What would you rate this episode?
I feel harsh doing it, but yeah, it's like maybe a 2.
Jeez, you're right a
Yeah.
better.
Christ.
Yeah.
All right,
Just terrible.
You write a better comedy.
Kieran, what would you rate this episode?
I need to go
if you got 1.
4 because I like.
Blue Bears.
Does it go for an hour?
No, 46 minutes, maybe around
Oh,
that.
okay.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Well, I like 4 chunks of it, and I didn't like the other 6. I should have said a different number. I didn't like the other 10.
What chunks?
Chunks, portions, sections. What would you like me to say, Jason?
Just no, it was in chunks or sections.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What do you want it to be in?
I don't know. Just
Minutes.
Okay.
Jason,
You're like Sceats.
what would you rate this episode?
do not say I'm like Sceats. That is the worst thing you've
Don't
ever
wish
said
that
to me.
on anyone.
That's so harsh. I am gonna get. I wrote this down as well. I'm gonna go a 3 out of 10.
Why? Yeah, I'm going for you now.
It just didn't grab me at all. It's just not like the other Black Mirror ones. I know we're not supposed to compare to other Black Mirror episodes, but I am kind of doing that. I like good story, bit of tech,
You love
a
the
little
tech.
bit of a twist.
There was tech at the end.
It was just not enough of those things.
I really feel like that was like an after shoot. Like, oh shit, we should probably have a
tack
proper
something on.
ending.
Yeah.
Why did you? He's just turned into a whole different. Look at his face. He started thinking.
No, it's the wrong.
Jeez.
No,
Is
I
Uh,
it?
think it's the wrong episode.
Huh.
I almost blew Bryce's head up. So 3 out of 10 for me. Brycey, what did you think?
I
of
gave it a
then?
6
Fuck off.
Wow.
because I didn't think it was that bad.
Generous.
You said you really liked the
What a
episode 1, and
fucking
you did
hipster.
6.5 for that. So you're saying this is almost as good as...
It's not a bad episode though. Like it's like it's no Human Centipede, all right? I would give that a 0 sort of thing.
I watched Mr. Bean's Holiday,
Yeah.
and that was more exciting than this episode.
Have you seen Mr. Bean's Holiday? It's fucking amazing.
I just said I watched it.
It's good shit.
Is 6 your lowest rating so far?
Yeah.
Good. As long as that works. happy.
Definitely
It's-
the worst episode so far. Obviously, I
It's
think
not-
all of
'cause-
us have gone the lowest, so it's the worst one so far. But
I reckon
could be the worst one of all time. We don't know.
you never know.
Mm.
But anything below like 5 is pretty much saying don't watch this.
And I'm saying that. Don't
You're
watch
saying
it.
don't
No,
watch it.
skip it.
Mm.
I've said to people skip it. I said people skip the first episode for different reasons. This one skip for the reasons of it's just not that good.
So I would never tell anyone to skip. You know?
Don't skip any. If any.
You should.
Not many. Offendy.
Oh, sorry, I made myself laugh. Oh god, I
That was
can't
good.
do it. I can't do it.
I wanted my
Yeah, you
favorite
do it.
quote. One of my favorite quotes during it, which I wrote down. I think Liam Monroe says it.
Oh my god, you're gonna do it.
I'm a good singer.
All right.
Jason nearly got it.
No,
there.
I was gonna do it. I was gonna use it. I was
Yeah.
gonna do it in a different way and say, "Oh, he wasn't gonna be a comedian. He was actually gonna do this other thing." And someone asked him, and he said, "I'm a good singer." And so I was gonna lead it into more like that, but I couldn't. I started laughing. Oh god. Oh,
Before we wrap up,
Before we wrap
Kieran,
up,
you mentioned Game of Thrones before,
Yeah.
and I'm starting to realize how many actors in this show are from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Liam.
yeah.
I can name at least 4 of them. Some
From this episode.
some from
What's
the
wrong
next,
with your voice?
some from the next few. But I kind of want to, I'm going to point out all the characters that I see that I know from Game of Thrones.
from Throne Games.
Yeah.
So
So Monroe was a character from Game of Thrones.
What was his name, though?
What, in Game of Thrones?
Yeah, because I couldn't think of
He
it.
was Edmure Tully.
that's right. He's
That's
a Tully.
right.
He is a Tully.
Not a black. Is it the Blackfish?
Well, he's at Blackfish's thing because
Yeah.
they've captured him,
Okay.
and the Tully is because of
Hey,
Ed's
Is he
wife.
the idiot with the bow and he can't hit the thing? Or is that a different dude?
Well, he might be.
I think it is.
I don't remember
No.
exactly.
Oh, all right.
He's in season 1 and 2, and then season 6 or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he's gone for ages.
Yeah.
And Jamie goes and rescues him, or tries to.
Mm.
Is there
Alright.
any others? Just him?
Well, yeah,
From this
the
episode.
Maester from episode 1,
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh,
He
okay.
was just
He's-
one of the old, the advisors or whatever. And I guess, spoiler, I've seen the next episode already. And
You
one of
should
the
bring it
characters
up in
from that
that
was in Game of
episode.
Thrones as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess we need a Game of Thrones alert or some shit like that. I'm gonna point it out every time.
Skeetsy segment.
I would say she's Harry Potter more than Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Still.
I would say she's... What's that TV show? Don't know.
Mandalorian.
Misfits.
Is she in that?
Yeah. She plays the alien lady.
She is in Mandalorian.
What's her famous line? She always says, isn't it? Jeez, you're terrible at this. Cut it off.
Well, don't set me up like that and look at me. I can't do
Thanks
it.
for listening to this
that'll do.
episode. Let us know what you think. And that's CrabTales.
Bye.
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 Bye.